Welcome back to my show today, everybody. So today I'm going to be making some greens in the crock pot today. So here I have a sink full of mixed greens, and I'm using collard, turnip, mustard, and kale. And then for this particular recipe, I am going to go ahead and use some of the stems. Normally I would not use these, and I know that most people don't use them, but I feel like they do have a lot of good nutrients in there, and because they're going to be in the crock pot slow cooking, they will break down and be really tender. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. And in this water here, I have them soaking with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So I'm also going to use smoked chicken in this recipe. So if you can't find smoked chicken, you are more than welcome to use any kind of smoked meat, whatever you like, or you don't have to use meat at all. But this makes it taste really good, and it adds lots of flavor. And for my additional ingredients, I'm just going to do some red and green pepper, some white onion, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and for this seasoning I'm going to do a habanero seasoning with sea salt. And then I have a chicken flavored bouillon. I'm only going to use a little bit of this just to enhance the flavor a little bit more, but this recipe I'm keeping pretty simple because it's just really flavorful with just these few things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rinse these off, get them in the crock pot, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so welcome back with me. So this is what I did. I put the greens in the crock pot. I did a layer at the bottom of greens, and then in the middle I put that chicken in there, and I put a little bit of the seasoning in with the chicken, and also the red peppers, green peppers, and the onion. So, and I also now I put the layer on top, and I know this is a lot filled in this bowl, but greens are like this. Probably once this is done, this will be half this pot. So I'm going to get started with this. And one thing to keep in mind, I did not season it a whole lot right now. This is good for you to be able to just season as you go, because that smoked chicken that I'm using, it's going to give it a really good flavor. So you don't want to add too much of anything right at this point. I would say let it cook down for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, then you can taste it. So altogether this should take about, I would say, 4 hours on high. Depending on how tender you like your greens. I want these to be really tender because I did use the stalks in this, so you want those to cook down and get really nice and soft. So I will be back with you in a bit and to show you what this is looking like. Alright, I am back. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the finished product. Take this lid off. So here you have it. You have your Crockpot mixed greens with smoked chicken, and as you can see, the greens have cooked and are nice and tender, and they are ready to serve. I hope you guys truly enjoyed this recipe. Thanks so much for tuning in.